Hello everyone and welcome to New Beginnings, my everyday life in rural Cyprus. Thank you so much for being here, and especially to first one in the house today, Blue from Blue Self-Reliance. Go and check out her channel. Do go and check out the channel there. There's so much going on that channel, too much to mention. Lots of cooking, organising, and so much more besides. A really great channel, and definitely someone who helps you and is a great community member. Gardening, all sorts. Thanks, honey, she says. No, well deserved, Blue. Well deserved. I feel like I'm going to sneeze in a minute. If I pause a bit, it's because I'm going to sneeze. Okay, so still things happening here. Don't want to go into it. If you're interested in what's going on, something else. It's not my health. It's other things going on. So do bear with me at the moment. Okay, let's get going straight away with our first topic of today. Well, yes, it is a topic, I suppose. First theme of today is this. So, I'm practicing my embroidery stitches for a project I want to do, but I want to go all through my book of 100 stitches first and do those. So I've got a template of all of them to see which ones I can manage and which ones I can't. And then when I make my picture up, I can just look at them and say, oh, I'd like that for that, or I didn't do that one very well. I won't use that. So you'd already seen this one. This was my very, very first attempt. And the numbers in pencil are the numbers relating to what one they are in the book. And the reason there are numbers all over the place is these are ones that are actually suggested in the kit, although they don't say what places to use them. So remember, these are my very first tries. So yes, some can be neater and I can see where the faults are. And as I say, any tips you can give me on embroidery, keeping them straight and things like that. If you saw, I think my last live, I've actually got a pen that is an erasable biro. Whether it will work on material, I've yet to try out. But I think that would work best for me because all the other things I've seen you have to wash out, and I don't really want to bother with that. So an erasable pen sounds good. Oh, thanks, Blue. And then I think, yes, I showed you this one last time. I like number 5. I like number 3. Oh, I like number 1. I think this was my best hoop, let's say, of practice. They get worse after this. So there's those. I think number 1 looks like something I might use on the bike tyre, maybe. 7 would work for a mountain bike, but I think maybe something like number 1. So that's what I can do. I can look at them and go, oh, that was quite neat for the first time ever. So I should be able to do that stitch. And of course, I've written the numbers because I won't remember how to do them. And then I've done some more. These aren't as good. And you'll see I've done 2 on 1. And you'll see what I mean in a minute. So we have these ones. So yeah, 14's a bit of an issue. Look, I need to work that out a bit more. I think that's supposed to go alternate. I'm not sure. I can't remember. There's that one. They're okay. 19's okay. Obviously, as I say, these are very first goes. If I practice, they'll obviously get better. Now, oh, this is the one I'm saying about. I did 2 on 1, so 23 and 24. They're both 2 different stitches. There's those. I've got query by 26. That means I did something, but I don't think it's as it's supposed to be. Yeah, so there's the stitches there. 17 could be okay, as I say. So I'm going to, oh, Blue, she said brilliant. Well, they're not bad for a first go. I know people, proper stitchers will be like, whoa. And also, I've not finished the backs off properly. There's no point on practice ones, but I know a good stitcher, the back will be as good as the front. My cross stitch are quite good if I'm going to see the back, but if I'm not going to see the back, I don't overly bother, but I don't leave them rubbish either. Blue says, I just draw my patterns. Help. I just draw my patterns straight on the fabric in pencil or pen, depending on the fabric. You can't see it anyways once you've sewn over it. I did wonder that because I want to do parallel lines. Blue says, not at all. You first try. Anyone who is like that need to remember the hat start somewhere too. Yes, of course. I always say it's better to try and not do something very well than to not bother in the first place for fear of not doing them well. It takes me quite a long time, as you well know. And it's something I'm not used to doing. Obviously, the more I do it, the more confident I'll get. So if I choose a stitch for when I get to the design, I will obviously practice it again before I do it for real. But we'll see how it goes. I like the way I guess that you're not told what stitches to do where on this particular one. At first I was like, well, tell me what stitch should I do where? But I would actually prefer that in the long run, because rather than colouring in and being told what colour to put where, if you like, I can put any design on it, which makes everything unique. So that is pretty good. So I don't know when I'll have time to do some more cross stitch, because you know what I'm up to at the moment. And but that will come, hence why I'm not showing today what I'm reading, because I showed my new book, but I obviously do not have any time for that right now. Okay, let's trundle along to this. Oh, I was just licking my lips because I just got my drinking quickly then. I have two things to share with you in this segment today, and I just want to go in the chat and paste what I'm going to talk about to you. The exciting news was why I'm doing my olive trees. Today I played three podcasts. And the first one I've talked about before. It's this. You can also see it on YouTube, but it's still as a podcast on YouTube. This is my most favourite podcast to date, my 70s TV childhood. And on YouTube, it's obviously at my 70s TV childhood. Do go and listen to it if you like the old children's TV and TV of the 70s. It's not just children's TV, it's TV of the 70s. I was listening to one today about Brian Cant. English people will know who Brian Cant is. And he started off by saying on his podcast that he needs to mention me from Cyprus, and who had commented that they were worried where he was. There was no more, and I was upset that there going to be no more podcast. And what it was, I only found this maybe a year ago, not even that, this podcast. And I obviously started from the beginning. And then after a while, he's talking about it's COVID now and this kind of thing. So I'm quite a long way behind. Anyway, the only time I play them is when I'm doing a big job in the garden, watering, if I'm watering all the trees and everything, or like today, cutting the olive trees, that kind of thing. So I get through quite a few. As I say, today I got through three podcasts. So obviously, without realising it, even though I was so far behind, I caught up. And I didn't realise that. I just like, oh, there's no more. There's no more. But actually there are more, because I don't know if any of you play podcasts at all. Normally they automatically play the next one or start the next one. And this, for some reason, I've listened to other podcasts before, the same thing they've done. They might jump some or not start playing the next one. Then you have to go in it and find the next one. And that is what had happened. So I've actually got a few back ones to go through. I know you can do markers played. I do that. So I have actually got a few more. But today, listening to the Brian Count one, and he explains the fact that I only started them not that long ago, and I've obviously caught up with them. He said that's impressive considering how many there were. So I was really pleased and shocked. I'm like, obviously I carry a bum bag around, or a pouch bag, whatever you want to call it. And I put my phone in there. I don't use ear things because obviously if I'm doing something with tools and that, I don't want to have the leads of that. So I just have it playing in my bum bag, and that's how I listen to it. So if you see any videos and I'm wearing a bum bag, that's what I'm doing. I'm either listening to music like that or not. Oh, bless you. Yeah, it was a shock. That's my first ever shout out on a podcast. I was quite impressed with that. And while we're talking about 70s TV, I have shared this recently before, and this is a channel I came across only because they commented on one of my videos. They commented on one of my videos. I think it was my 1960s doll's house that I showed, that I still have, the one I had as a child. And Gavin, this guy, he commented. So of course I went and looked, and he's a channel all about the 70s. So there's that one as well, if anyone wants to look at that. If you're watching this back later, I can't remember if I did put them in the description. If I didn't put them in the description, I don't know if I can look. I'm not bothered anyway. I will put them in after, or if I have forgotten to put them in after, then please ask me for them in the comments and I will gladly link them for you. So there's those. And the other did you know, that was quite a fun did you know. The other did you know is I was watching a video, a YouTube family video, but the children all grown up. It's a family vlogger I watch, and she was putting up her Christmas tree, and she was saying comment about when you put it up, particularly for Americans, because some like it up before Thanksgiving because they have big Thanksgiving parties, and then obviously the tree's up and the house is decorated and more people appreciate the decoration, and some put them after. So there's always that debate with Americans, before or after Thanksgiving. And she said, anyone else, when do you put it up? When do you think it's too early, or when's too late? And I did my usual comment back, nothing Christmas is permitted until after my birthday, and that's December the 6th. And I think that's actually quite a good time. Excuse me. I think that's a really good time, because the 6th of December, I was born on St. Nicholas Day, which is the patron saint of children and gifts. So I think that's quite fitting. And bear in mind, I've always thought that. I was thinking the other day about how my mum decided one year that she would put the Christmas tree up on my birthday. But I've got more to talk about that and what else occurred on my birthday live, which happens to fall on a Wednesday. Yes. So December the 6th, which is a Wednesday, I will be doing a birthday live and talking about my birthdays over the years, my birthdays. So think about your birthdays, join the chat, join my party chat, and tell me about your birthdays, so that we'll save that for December the 6th. And do tell your friends to come over for my birthday, because I do not want a party for one. Thank you very much. Blue says, I used to say that because my youngest birthday is the 19th. Yeah, it's difficult, a Christmas birthday, and we'll talk about that as well. December birthdays, and I think also January birthdays are difficult, but we'll save that for the birthday live. Blue says, one year he asked for them up for his birthday, so we did that instead. Yeah, that's sweet. That's sweet. But yeah, we'll talk about that, Blue. So get your stories from him. Anything he thinks for having that December birthday. I know yours is January, so that can be quite awkward. But we'll talk about all those things. Get your mind working with all that. Yeah, 2nd of Jan is Blue's. My birthday cake always used to be leftover Christmas cake when I was a kid. My dad's birthday was the 5th of January, and the same thing applied. His birthday cake was, Mum took the decorations off the Christmas cake because I'd just have, say, half of it. And then I think she'd sometimes ice the bit that was cut across, and he'd have that with happy birthday on top. Oh, no. Okay, so let's move on. Ooh, I'm on the wrong page. Let's move on to our next discussion of the day. Okay, so what does Dawn do when she isn't busy doing what she's doing right now and pruning back hard all the olive trees? Why? I make my editing videos of the olive trees. The first one I posted today, and that is just showing my olives. It's more of a chill out video. You're not going to get any information in it. It's just if you want to go around my olive grove, look at the olives, and picking the olives. So it's just that, all with music. There's no talking. It's a lovely chill out if you want to see countryside, my garden, olives on the tree, olives picked off the tree, and just lovely music. So that's that. And now I'm currently cutting, heavy pruning the trees, but so as to explain that better for you and for you to understand it, when I've already cut 99% of those trees already last year, then I also made a video about that and explaining it, showing it, and so on and so forth, and that will be my next video, so if you're interested in that. But I want to add a link for you. Let me find. I do like Word docs. I've got everything on Word docs, and then I just click it on the bottom and there it is. So we want to now talk about processing the olives. We've already done that. That's done. That was done yesterday. So here is a video. I don't want to be one of those channels who repeat. So we've already got a really fantastic video that we did. It's on Mike's channel. I've just posted it there. And it's the processing of our olives into oil. And it will be exactly the same every year. So I don't want to film it. This is something that interests me. I watch a lot of videos on people in other countries, and I'm specifically right now talking about Portugal, but it's other countries as well. Portugal, I've seen many people's channels there, so it's not just one or two, and they pick their olives, they take them to the olive mill. Oh, first of all, I must say, a lot of people say they have to queue for hours sometimes in their cars. I'll tell you what they do, and then I'll tell you how it is in Cyprus. They queue for hours and hours in the car. If they're lucky, they might only have to wait an hour. Wow. And then they put their olives in a big, think of a dumpster. Okay, that's the same as here. They put it in a dumpster, and then some of the places they press their oil, they get a forklift truck. The forklift truck takes it into the building. The people who own the olives don't go in the building. They're not allowed indoors. Then it gets processed and they don't see it. Oh, it gets weighed on the dumpster. I forgot to say because I know it, but on the dumpster's weighed because they know the weight of the dumpster. Then they weigh it and they know, obviously, take off the weight of the dumpster. So they know how much they got in weight. Then it goes through the machines, which is a mystery to the Portuguese people because they don't see it. And then, now I've heard two versions in Portugal. One is the other end, they get containers of the oil. But on the whole, most of the Portuguese channels say that they get a little ticket that tells them how much oil they got. And they come back days, if not weeks later, and collect containers with the oil. Now, bear in mind, a lot of countries might use pesticides and whatever else. In Portugal, as much as they might tell you you do get your oil, it's just on a conveyor belt. So you basically get anyone's oil. They're not going to label it up and go, that's yours and that's yours and that's yours. They don't do that. So the way it is in Cyprus, and you'll see the video below, I've linked the video below in the description and in the chat, you will see we see the whole process. We put our olives in the dumpster, or depending which mill we go to, sometimes there's a big hole in the ground kind of pit, which is part of the machinery, and you put it in there. So I can't remember on the video which version you see. I think you see the dumpster one, but there is another one where it goes in a pit as part of the machinery. Then you'll see, I won't go through the whole process because you'll see it on the video, but it basically goes up a conveyor belt. You can see it shaking off all the leaves and bits and so on and so forth. So you watch the whole proceedings. If you don't want to watch it all, then there's a little, I say cafe there, but the breakfast is free. It's while you wait, you get a full Cypriot breakfast, cup of tea, coffee, the bread and the oil and a typical Cypriot breakfast, and that is free while you wait. Then at the end, you take your oil that you've seen come out and it's yours. If you only pick a few trees, they're not going to just process yours like that. So if you're saying you've got a small garden, you've got, I don't know, 5, 6 trees, then you will have to wait and put yours in with someone or with theirs or so on and so forth. But we see ours, we get it straight away. The longest Mike has ever waited is half an hour. Now, I don't know, is it because the Portugal ones are only open a few weeks, maybe, or a few months? Here they're open from, I believe, October, middle of October, and they close, I think, February. So we have plenty of time. So I think that could be the reason, but I would not want my olives pressed if you don't A, see it, and B, get your own oil at the end straight away. I can't see any reason, if you weren't getting your own oil in Portugal, why you wouldn't get it immediately. So that's just some interest there for you. As I say, I've linked the whole process if you're interested in it, particularly if you're in Portugal and you've never seen it. We've linked the whole process, and Mike's done a voiceover and he talks you through what's happening with the oil. So do go and watch that. So we need to say hello to Stephen, Tina, Jill. Thank you so much for being here. And don't forget, guys, check out the channel. Okay, so let's go on to other news. So, other news. First news is an electricity van drew up here yesterday. There is electricity, but not on our property. When we first came here, there was only 6 residents here, and we did ask about electricity because there was one tiny solar panel here that only lit up lights for a couple of hours, like a tiny panel. There was no solar here, no electricity here, nothing. And we put solar in. But we did ask about linking up to the electric when we first moved in, not knowing a lot about solar. Oh, we've got a cat. Come on then. Mr. Colin Waffles. Oh, and if you go on my shorts, I can't remember if they're on this channel or my other channel, there's about 3 in a row today, and it's a bit of a backstory of Mr. Colin Waffles. I can't remember if that's on this channel or the other channel, so check them both out. Anyway, so we did inquire about electric, and they said obviously the electricity was so far away, it was going to cost thousands and thousands to bring the electric here, so we didn't bother. Well, since some of the old properties being renovated, they all got together and decided they would bring electricity. So they said, did we want it? We said, no, we don't now. Why would we? We got used to solar, and thank goodness we didn't. We couldn't afford it anyway. So we don't have it, but a lot of properties around us do, because the farms, obviously, the goat farms wanted it. They don't live there, but they need the electricity. So a lot had it. So we said, no, we didn't want it. Anyway, so this electricity van drew up, and I went out and I said, obviously in Cypriot, can I help you? And he's just given me the document. And I looked, I knew straight away what it was. So I said, is that for us? And he's saying, yes. Like trying to force my hand to take it. And I had my arms right down. And because I saw what it was, I read on the paper. So I said, if it's a bill, we're not paying it. And he's saying, yes, I know. All in Cypriot. He says, yes, I know. He said, that's why you've got this. And it's to cut you off. And here they don't send it by post. They come and hand it to you. So you can't say you didn't receive it. So I'm playing a game. So I said, oh, come with me. So he thought I was going to take him to still in Cyprus, they deal with the man of the house. So he probably felt that's where I was taking him. And he followed me because we're in the driveway. And I went, see, solar, the solar. We only have solar. He's like looking around like for electric wires, because you could have both. So he's looking around. He's like, oh, so sorry. Oh, not you. I said, no, not me. And he said, because somebody's not paid the bill, so I've come with this. And we know where it was, because recently somebody did come again with the bill, like the final payment you had to pay. And we're watching, where did it go? So we know who's now been cut off. And you can't backtrack and then pay it. No. No, you can't say, oh, I've got the money now. You can't do that. No. So that was rather interesting. And what else in other news? I think we talked about this quite some time ago about entertainment, and it's probably worth talking about Cuba and saying everything was free in Cuba for obvious reasons. If you go to concerts or sport events or films, everything's free, obviously. And I was saying about how concert tickets, for example, if you have top stars, singers, pop groups come to Cyprus, it's so much cheaper than the prices that they charge in a lot of other countries, say America, say England, these kind of countries. And the latest person that has released their dates in Cyprus is Ed Sheeran. And it's like peanuts to go and see Ed Sheeran. So, and we did see UB40 when we first came out here, and they actually did a free concert, but they kept it secret till the last minute, so you had to figure out where they were, and that was quite good. We saw that. But Ed Sheeran's coming, that's next year. So if any of you ever want to see a group or a pop star or anything like that, look up what their world tour covers. If it covers Cyprus, it's going to cost you far less to come and stay with Dawn and go to the concert in Cyprus. Yes, that much less than to see it in your own country. Yes. So do bear that in mind. Look up world tours in advance, see where they're going. And it's stupidity, really, isn't it, that for you to fly out here and see the concert would be far less than seeing it in your own hometown, let alone your own home country. So that's quite interesting. I thought you might be interested in that. Okay, let's go on to this. Is my mic? Oh, I thought my mic was off again then, because that happened the other day. No, when I put a clip up, it automatically turns off. I forgot. I've got it set on that. Phew. I thought someone would tell me. Okay, so the game today is Pictionary. Yay, Pictionary, one of my favourite games. Now, I had the Pictionary with like Play-Doh. So instead of drawing the words, you made the thing with Play-Doh. And then if you, let's say you were playing in two teams, if you're the losing team and the other team got a word first, there was a little mini cutter, and the losing team had to use a cutter and cut off that bit of Play-Doh. So the next round, the losing team had a bit less Play-Doh, which like a clay type thing, if you don't know Play-Doh. And then you do the next round. So in the end, one team might have a tiny little bit to try and make a model of the word. So obviously I'm not playing with the board. I'm just going to get the words. I'm going to get the words of Pictionary. And I'm going to draw it, and you are going to guess it. If you're playing this later on, so if you're watching this back later, of course you can still play, because you can shout out what you think I'm drawing, why I'm drawing it, and see if you get it right. It's quite hard for me to think of games we can play. Oh, laugh out loud. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen that version with the Play-Doh. It's definitely a better version. So you will see soon another shopping haul. I bought a mini whiteboard. Yay! Mini whiteboard so I could play Pictionary. Yay! Oh, where's my pens? Wait. Oh, there they are. Okay, so I've got the first word, and I'm going to draw it and going to see if you can get it. Can you get it? Looks like a lily pad. What's that? Can you guess? Can you guess what that is? Any guesses? So if I have to add something for you. Potato. It does look like a potato. That is a very good guess. That's a good guess. I'm going to draw something on it now that will make it even easier for you. Well, it will be if you can guess what I'm drawing. It doesn't look like it either. Oh dear. I'm good at drawing. Did you know that? Oh dear. Can you get it now? Oh dear. Any guesses? Right, I've got no idea what that is. Pond. I'll go with that. Well done. It's a lake. It's a lake. Where's my rubber? It's a lake. Well done. Yay. I tell you what, you could all keep your own scores, as in however many chapters you come in. We should do that. Let's do that. We keep score, how many chapters you come in, and I keep adding it up. So whatever you score today will be added on to next time you watch. And maybe we do so many times of doing it and then have a winner. So let's say Steve and Tina has 1 point. Let's put Pictionary. Yay. Prizes a hand clap. Okay, let's do the next one. Oh, this is easy. You got to be specific on this one. Okay. There we go. Oh, that looks like something else now. Right, let me add on this side. Okay. There. It's one of those things when you know what you're drawing, it looks like it. And then other people will be like, no. So what is that? What is that? Do I need to draw something else? Ladder. Well done. Look, I just drawn the man on it. Step ladder. So ladder. Well done. Steve and Tina have 2 points. Lost your score sheet now. It's up there. 2 points. Let's put it on there and then I won't lose it. For picking olives. You don't get an extra point for that one. Okay, rubber. Okay, next is, oh my goodness, I don't know how to draw this. Okay, got a whole scenario going on here. Maybe if I draw a bit bigger, it will help as well. I'm taking my time now. Okay. There's a whole story going on there. There. Got, what is that? What is that, Dawn? Oh my goodness, what is that? What is that going on? I have no idea. Doing the wash. Ah, right, it's a specific pot, hence why I've crossed 1, ticked 2, and then shown 3. It's a particular word. So you're on the right track. That's a particular word. Not 1. Part 2. Part 2. Part 2. Socks. No. It's part 2 in the washing machine. Not part 1 in the washing machine, but part 2 of the washing machine. What happens in the washing machine? Part 2. Pas de deux. Step of the two. Step for two. Step for two. Do you give up? Do you give up? It would be doing 1 point. Although I'm bad at drawing. Spin dry. I will go with that. You can have that. It's rinse. So yeah, spin dry, rinse. Very good. Oh my goodness. Okay. This one's harder because again it's specific. I'm so good at drawing. You're amazed, aren't you, at my drawings? You're absolutely amazed. There's a two-part to this to help you get the actual word. Oh, that's not right, is it, Dawn? What is that? Oh my goodness. What is that, Dawn? Oh my goodness. Let's do this. Just realised I can't play this thing. Right, there's two pictures to help you get the word. Back in a minute. Such an artist. There's two pictures to help you get the word. I've done an arrow on both pictures to the word. It's the same word. It's one word. But there's two pictures. Blew off to do the dinner. So I've got two arrows. I've got an arrow. Which hand am I doing this one? Got an arrow to this bit. And I've got an arrow over here to this bit. It's one word, but there's two examples. Oh, I think actually I might be wrong on the first picture. I think the first picture might be wrong. I don't know. Ivory, well done. Oh, well done. That is exactly what it is. Excellent. Well done. Was that Steve or Tina? I'm going to say, oh, I don't know. If I've got to guess. Tina? I don't know. Okay, let me get drawing the next one. Is this working all right, doing it like this? I know what you're going to say. It's not correct. I'm going to say your first guess is not going to be correct. Okay, let's do this. That will stop you. No, that might make it worse. That might make it worse. Oh no, that's going to make it even worse. Oh dear. The more I'm drawing, the more I think it's not actually going to help you at all. I think I'll make it worse. The smart one. The smart one. I think I've drawn too much. It's going to lead you astray now. Let me do an arrow to what we're talking about. Oh dear. There. I bet you say something else. In fact, I think you might say two different things. Two more things. Two more things. Last Supper. Last Supper. Oh dear, not Last Supper. Forget the odd things all around it. Focus on the arrows. That's why I say I think I draw too much stuff. I think I draw too many things. And then it leads you astray. Just focus on the main picture. Oh dear. Yeah, just focus on the arrows. Wedding dinner. Yeah, that was something I thought you might say. Forget all the bits around it. Just focus on the arrows. Mm-hmm. Oh, I know what I could draw. One, two. No, it's two words. Number one is the first word, and number two is the second word, marriage. I knew you'd say that. It's nothing to do with wedding. Number one is the first word, number two is the second word, which all is that. All is the arrows. Where's the arrows? It's not night dress. It's not night dress because he's certainly not wearing a night dress. I knew you'd say that as I said it. It's evening dress. Evening dress. Oh, evening dress. Oh dear. That was hard. Okay. Let's do another card. What's the time? Yes, let's do another card. Let's do. Oh, pull two out. Put that one in. Oh, oh. Let's do. I've never seen one look like this. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The more I draw, the worse it gets. Oh dear. Never seen one like that before, I tell you. Never seen one like that. No. So about that, hun, I'm back. Was you doing dinner? If yes, what's the menu? And what on earth is still drawn? Oh, dear. It's a new creature that you've never seen in the whole world. It's a new creature. Lizard! Yay! Oh, you both got it. We're doing points, Blue. And I'm going to add them up for each time you come on, so it's concurring. So we've got to add Blue to the list now. Blue 1, Steve and Tina 1. Although they're a double team. Oh, not dinner, have a struggle day. Oh, okay, Blue. All the best to you. All the best to you. Oh, this one. I always think, oh, I might be able to draw that. And then I start drawing it. It's like, no. Draw it a bit bigger, shall we now? I would think Steve and Tina might get this. Might. Maybe. It's not a melon. It's not a slice of melon. It's not a slice of melon. Gecko. Oh, gecko. It's okay, I'm fine. Just can't. Oh, right. Okay. Okay, Blue. Lovely. Lovely, jubbly. Rowboat. Oh, it's specific water thing. Specific. Oh, that's my fault then, because I've done it wrong then. Because it would have a paddle like that. Oh, Steve and Tina got it. Kayak. Well done. I've got the pencil on the floor. Let me get that. Oh. Another one there. Okie doke. Rub that off. What's the next word? Oh dear. I don't know how I can draw this. Oh. Okay. It's a hard word. Oh, that's too big. Never mind. All right. You're not going to get the actual word. Careful not to butter your biscuit, Blue. Right, you're not going to get the actual word. But I think out of all the words, that's the one I've drawn the best. But you're not getting the actual word. You might get what that thing is. If you get sort of what I've drawn, then I'll let you have it. Inoculation. Well, that's kind of what I drew because the word is boost. So I was thinking like a booster. How on earth can you draw boost? I don't know. Got no idea how you would draw boost at all. I get -1 because I couldn't even draw it properly. Okay, next one. Use yourself. Okay. What is that? What is that? My goodness. What is that? Giving you a clue with the music notes. Oh, Blue's there. Compact disc. Oh, and Steve and Tina's there. Do you know what? Sometimes I get the chat comes in and the one jumps ahead as if they typed it first, obviously, because it's higher, but it took longer to come. Very good. Okay, you both got that one. Excellent. Compact disc. Oh my goodness, I've just seen the next one on the card. By the way, when I do my birthday live, if you want to come up, I think we should chat live. On my birthday one. I've decided I can't draw. Yes. Yes. I don't even know how this goes now. It goes. I know what you're going to say, and it's wrong. All right. The first thing you're thinking is wrong. Doing a whole story here. See, I've put something in, and that's not going to help you. Ours has come halfway round the world. Yes, it has indeed. Look, I've got a whole story going on. It's not the story, it's the actual thing. Oh dear, Dawn. Oh dear. What is that? Forget the story. I get carried away. Ignore the story. It's the actual thing. The actual thing. Oh, wow. How did you get that? Steve and Tina, steamroller. Wow. That's very good. Is that the smart person again? Okay, that's the end of that card. You get another card. Okay, this is a place, the name of a place, because there's no way I could do it otherwise. It's a place, as in a country or a state or a city. In London. No, not London. Try again. I've forgotten how you'd even draw this thing. So it's like a place. That's not right, is it? Oh well. Okay. Not London. Give you a minus point. There. I'm not sure what he's holding. What on earth? What on earth, Dawn? Statue. No, it's a place. It's a place. As I said, a country or a city or a state. Toffee, no. I don't even know what that is. Cowboy. It is a cowboy, but that's not the name of a country or a city or a state. So where would the cowboy be, do we think? Where will the cowboy be? A country, a city, or a state? Or a place, you know, a specific place. Texas, is that? No, not Texas, but you're on the right lines now. Because it's Houston. Houston, Texas. So it was more specific. That was more specific. Okie dokie. Oh, got my rubber now. Oh, this one should be easy. I keep saying that. I need to stop saying that. I'm drawing me now. This is me. Montana. No. Houston. I'm drawing me now, so you'll see me in a minute. You'll see me. This is easy. If you don't get this, well, I'm drawing me, self-portrait. There, it looks like a bird now. What is this? The arrow will be helpful. Cyprus. No, we've done that one. It was Houston. We're on this one. It's not a bird. It does look like a bird now. It's me when I was a fat baby. Fat baby. That was me. Teletubby. Good guess. I'm pointing to the thing. Oh, Nappy Blue was there. See, I don't see it, and then it suddenly pops up in the wrong place. Don't ever think I'm ignoring a comment. It does. It suddenly pops up back one. It's really weird. Go find my rubber now. There it is. Okay, where are we? Oh, okay. Let's see if we can do this one. Right, we're going big now. We're going big. Well, I'll do my arrows. I know the first guess will be wrong because I'm looking at it thinking it's that. Wrinkles, that's what I thought you'd say. No, you're on the right track though. You're on the right track. It's something to do with that bit up there. Not wrinkles. Frown, that's it, Blue. That's it, frown. Okay, there's two more on this card, so I'll do the last two. Two more on this card. This should be easy. So I said that every time. Oh, my hair's gone all bananas. Okay. Okay. I think that's the way to do it. To go simple. Don't add details. Don't do details. Keep it simple. Baldness. If you're playing this later on, watching this after the live, do comment below. Tell me, one, what you think of the game, and two, how many you got right. Not 230. Not 230. Not 130. Confuse you all the more. See, it's not 130 or 230. Half past one, not 1:30. I'll let you have that because it's the half hour. Oh, the half hour. That was really difficult. Okay, one more. You know what I'm going to say? This will be easy. Yes, it's the half hour. The half hour. Okay, I'm going to say this will be easy because I keep saying this. But I think this will be easy. Do forgive me if it's not how you represent this. You should get this. You should get this. I think I've added too much detail. It's a place. It's a place. Where is this? Yay! Steve and Tina got it. Oh, Blue got it. See, you're backwards. You're backwards. Oh dear. That's madness. Maybe it's my end. So very good. Yes, very good. Excellent. So what did you think of that? Does it work your end? Obviously to some extent because you were playing. You do amuse me sometimes. So what did you think of that? Let me know. Would you like that again? Do you prefer the other games or do you like a mix of all the games? What do you think? Fun. Thanks. I like to try and mix it up. I've just been trying to think of what else I can play kind of from this side that you can do on that side, and things that people can play afterwards. So if they're watching it after, they can still guess and play. So that's what I've been trying to do, and that's why I invested in the small whiteboard so I could play Pictionary. I kept seeing it and thinking, oh, I want to play that, and I was just figuring it out. So I bought that little small whiteboard, and then obviously I can play because I have my lovely whiteboard pens anyway. Surprise us. Yeah, surprise. Surprise. I was going to save it to my birthday. I was like, no, I want to play it, see if it works. So thanks for being my guinea pigs, my testers on that. Yeah, surprise. You never know. It's always a game. It's always a game. Okay, I'm going to finish there for today, and I'm going to finish as usual with a quote. I was going to do a couple of quick new quotes to add, but I think they will wait because instead of that, I've added some new themes. Yes, I haven't got the content yet for the themes, but I've made some of these little intro to themes. So I made some quick ones of those. So, yes, and I also want to do some more quotes. You have new ideas. Yes, I do. Welcome as always. Thanks, Dawn and Blue. Bless you all. So yes, I'm going to finish with my quote of the day. What day is it today? Wednesday. Let's do this one then, and I will see you possibly tomorrow on my pop-up on my other channel, Inspirational Thursday Thoughts. Can't remember if I've got a plan yet or not on that one. We shall see. We shall be surprised. It's on my board, which is now behind me, so I don't know if there was a plan yet or not. Have a great week to you all too. Thank you so much for being here. You are so appreciated. You bring me joy, particularly in the bad times of what's going on at the moment. So thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next time.